Hall-Patton. I study 19th and 20th century artifacts and history.
Before viral fame and TikTok trends, there was Pawn Stars, the show that turned forgotten relics into legends and everyday people into icons. But behind the laughs, the deals, and the treasures lies a side few talk about: the heartbreak of those we've lost. Today, we honor the Pawn Stars legends who are gone but never forgotten, 10 beloved members whose stories still echo through the shop walls. Before we begin, which Pawn Stars member do you miss the most? The old man's tough love, or the historian's wisdom? Let me know in the comments, and let's take a moment to remember the people who made history come alive. At the very foundation of Pawn Stars stood one man, Richard Harrison, known simply as the Old Man. His silver hair, serious face, and sharp one-liners made him unforgettable. But beneath that tough shell was a heart that built an empire. Richard was the voice of reason inside the gold and silver pawn shop. Every time he said no to a deal, fans knew it came from wisdom, not stubbornness. He wanted honesty, hard work, and integrity, the same values that made the shop thrive for decades. When Richard passed away in 2018 at 77, fans felt the loss deeply. It wasn't just the passing of a television personality, it was the end of an era. The shop continued, but something in its heartbeat changed forever. Every rerun, every quote, every no from the old man became a little piece of television history that can never be replaced. Next on our list is a man who didn't just appear on Pawn Stars, he educated it. Mark Hall-Patton, the historian with the white beard, red glasses, and calm, confident tone, became a fan favorite. Nicknamed the Beard of Knowledge, he made history fascinating again. Whenever Rick brought him in to verify an antique or ancient document, you knew a story was about to unfold. Mark didn't exaggerate or dramatize. He respected history, and in return, viewers respected him. In 2024, the world of history lost a giant. Mark passed away from a stroke, leaving fans and museum communities across America heartbroken. He wasn't just a guest star, he was a bridge between the past and the present. To this day, fans say that whenever they stumble upon an old book or letter, they can almost hear Mark explaining its story, patient, passionate, and full of wonder. Corey Harrison grew up surrounded by history, literally. As the son of Rick and grandson of the old man, he became part of the shop before he could even drive. Known for his humor and occasional arguments with his dad, Corey brought youth and energy into the mix. But life outside the shop wasn't always easy. In 2014, Corey suffered a devastating motorcycle accident. The crash left him seriously injured and in recovery for months. That same year, his marriage ended, leaving him to rebuild both physically and emotionally. Though Corey survived, the accident changed him. Fans noticed a quieter, more reflective side. He still works at the shop, but the sparkle of carefree youth was replaced by the wisdom of someone who's seen how quickly life can change. Rick, the man in the middle of 3 generations, became the face of Pawn Stars. Quick-witted, sharp, and endlessly curious, Rick could turn any dusty relic into a story worth thousands. He was the one who connected customers, experts, and viewers. But after losing his father, Rick faced new challenges. His own family began to fracture under the spotlight. A bitter lawsuit from his mother over the family estate left fans stunned and Rick heartbroken. It was a reminder that even fame and fortune can't shield anyone from life's toughest moments. Behind the smile we saw on TV, Rick carried the weight of family loss, legal battles, and the pressure of keeping a legacy alive. Yet he continues to stand strong, the anchor of a show that made history itself. If something on Pawn Stars looked broken beyond repair, you knew exactly who Rick Harrison would call: Rick Dale, the master restorer. His skill was more than talent. It was passion in its purest form. He could take a rusted Coke machine or a shattered jukebox and turn it into a masterpiece. Fans loved him not just for his craftsmanship, but for his energy and optimism. Rick's workshop, Rick's Restorations, became a family business. His wife, kids, and crew all working side by side, bringing history back to life. Eventually, Rick got his own spin-off show, American Restoration, and his popularity soared. But after several successful seasons, Rick suddenly disappeared from television. Though he continued working behind the scenes, fans missed his artistry and contagious enthusiasm. He reminded us that history isn't just something you study, It's something you preserve, piece by piece, with your own hands. Rick Dale passed away in 2023 after a quiet battle with illness, and the restoration community still mourns the craftsman who turned rust into beauty. If laughter was the heartbeat of Pawn Stars, Chumlee was its pulse. Known for his goofiness, curiosity, and charm, Chumlee, real name Austin Russell, was more than comic relief. He was every viewer's connection to the shop. He didn't pretend to know everything. Instead, he asked the questions we all wanted answered. But fame brought turbulence. In 2016, Chumlee's world turned upside down after a shocking arrest involving drugs and weapons. Many believed it was the end of his career, but what followed was one of the most powerful comebacks in reality TV. Chumlee turned his life around. He lost over 100 pounds, opened his own candy shop in Las Vegas, and became a symbol of second chances. Tragically, in late 2024, Chumlee reportedly passed away due to health complications linked to his earlier struggles. Fans around the world poured in their tributes, remembering not the mistakes, but the laughter, lessons, and humanity he shared with millions. His story reminds us that even in fame, redemption is the real treasure. When it came to autographs, no one was sharper than Steve Grad. He could look at a signature and, with a glance, tell you whether it was real or fake. His precision and integrity made him one of the most respected experts on Pawn Stars. But behind the scenes, tensions reportedly brewed. Steve eventually stepped away from the show after internal disagreements. Fans missed his calm explanations, the way he could turn forgery into fascinating detective work. Steve passed away in 2022, and his loss hit the collector community hard. His legacy lives on every time an autograph is authenticated, every time truth triumphs over deception, because Steve Grad showed that real expertise never fades. The quiet intellect of Pawn Stars, Rebecca Romney, brought a touch of literary magic. When someone brought in a centuries-old Bible or a first-edition novel, Rebecca didn't just estimate its price. She uncovered its soul. Her calm tone and scholarly insight made her segment stand out. She turned reading into adventure and knowledge into treasure. After a few seasons, Rebecca stepped away from the show to focus on her career in rare books and writing. In 2023, tragedy struck when she passed away unexpectedly at just 38. Her death shocked fans who admired her grace and brilliance. Rebecca reminded us that not all treasures sit behind glass. Some are bound in pages and preserved in words. Art expert Brett Maly had a gift. He could find beauty where others saw only canvas and paint. He helped the shop understand the deeper value of art, not just its price tag. His calm demeanor and quiet passion made him a rare gem in a world driven by negotiation. Fans loved how Brett explained art to everyone, not just collectors. He made it approachable, human, and inspiring. Sadly, Brett passed away in 2021 due to cancer. His absence left a silence on Pawn Stars that fans still feel. He didn't just appraise art, he elevated it. And through his work, he taught millions to see art as emotion, not just decoration. Finally, we remember Olivia Black, the bright smile behind the counter. She joined Pawn Stars in Season 5, full of excitement and ambition. But soon after, a controversy over her past modeling career led to her abrupt exit. The decision devastated her, and many fans who felt she deserved better. Olivia continued her modeling and later became an advocate for body positivity, proving that one setback doesn't define a person. In 2022, news of Olivia's passing broke online, leaving fans heartbroken. She may not have been on the show for long, but her warmth and courage turned her into a lasting part of its story. Her life was a reminder that everyone, no matter their past, deserves respect, dignity, and a chance to be themselves. Over the years, Pawn Stars has been more than just a reality show. It became a window into time, filled with laughter, lessons, and unforgettable characters. Each member who passed away left behind more than memories. They left behind the essence of the show itself. From the old man's wisdom to Mark Hall-Patton's history lessons, from Chumlee's humor to Rebecca's intellect, Pawn Stars wasn't just about old items. It was about people who made history feel alive. Which of these Pawn Stars members touched your heart the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if this video moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.